howdy. We have something very interesting to look at today. It's actually kind of a package of things. And it's something from my childhood that has been untouched for many, many years. And just recently unearthed it in its entirety. I have absolutely no idea what this bag is or where it came from. And it is not part of this. Although it is a very pretty bag. It's merely the container. It's always been the container. I still have no idea where it came from. This is just like a bag just appeared in my life, and that's what I put these things in as I collected them. This is one of the spooky season specials, because this is some really good spooky dookie right here. Maybe someone in the comments will have more to say about these, or they'll remember them, have their own stories to share, maybe multiples of you will. But without further ado, I would like to present to you my collection of whatever the hell these things are. You should be able to tell by now that they are skulls. They're all skulls. It's a bag full of these. And there's a lot of different ones. Maybe not a lot of different ones. I have a couple different ones. Look at that dude. What up? Ooh, that feels like a good one. What do we have here? What does that say back there? Nothing that I can read well. Moose's buried skulls. 8 feather something. And there appears to be some kind of glue dripped all down it. Not assembled very well. Another one of these big jaw guys. Another one of these. Oh, he's got like a bullet hole in his forehead. Huh. Ooh. Ooh, I like him. You look very smarty. Another one. Nice. And I don't remember what these are at all. But we seem to be very lucky, and childhood me kept one of the instruction pamphlets. So we will quickly remember what these are. I have no idea what that is. It looks like my brother's handwriting from when he was 5. Ooh, that one's neat. A little wolfman dude. I think there's 1 or 2 more in here. Yeah, there's 2. Alright. Yo, that bro need to see a doctor about that. And another one of these aardvark looking dudes. Do I not have any duplicates? That's convenient. Huh. Neat. These 3 are unique. Alright, let's try and figure out. Before we actually answer questions, let me take a moment to tell you about these. So, what I remember these being is some kind of child's toy, obviously. Maybe not obviously. It was a child's toy. At like Walmart or Target or one of those big box retailers in the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe just early 2000s to mid 2000s, something like that. It was some kind of block of chalk, a formed block of chalk that came with some like carving tools, and you would unearth your skull from the block of chalk. And then you could use that as sidewalk chalk. I believe it was all colored. Or maybe it wasn't, because now that I'm looking at all of these, it looks like no, it was colored. There's some pink. You probably can't see that at all. There's some pink chalk under this man's vertebrae. Yeah. You get the gist. Most of them seem to have white chalk on them. This one looks kind of yellow, actually. A little bit right there. It's definitely yellow. God, I can't believe I didn't spend time cleaning these up as a child. Or more, I'm amazed that there's still chalk on them. What was that? Did I just hear a cat purr? Whatever. I have a lot of these. Some of these. There's some. Look. I have cool things. Look at them. And let's figure out what they are. Collect all 72 buried skulls. Oh boy. Okay, I was not delusional. Moose's Buried Skulls. And there's a game that goes with it. Oh, there you go. So you got a block of, oh my god, I keep wanting to call it clay, and then what it's actually called, I just, thought gone. That stuff. You chip it open, you get your skull out, there's rarities. There was black, glow, and gold. As you can see, I got 2 golds, mostly blacks, closely followed by glows, which would clearly be the correct distribution. Okay, so it's by a company designed by Moose Entertainment, produced by Spin Master Limited, all rights reserved, made in China, not surprised. Most of the 2000's toys were. Find one of 500 crystal wizard skulls and win a year's supply of Sour Patch candy. Huh, that's neat. How to unearth your skulls. Oh boy, if you need instructions for that, I don't know how to help you, kid. Buried Skulls game. Winner picks one. Winner keeps all. Oof. More Pogs problems on the playground. Game 2, Skull Fist Battle. Okay, I don't care. These look like really, really basic games. Throw your skull at a table. Closest one to get it to the edge without it falling off wins. And the other one's like, just put one in your hand and whoever lifts up the rarest one wins. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's... This is really weird. I remember having... not more of these, but... maybe my brother just generally had better ones than me, because... Oh no, I have some checked off that are just not here. No, there are more somewhere. Alright, so what we've got is Hogwash, which looks like a boar. Criminal history. A common thief, Hogwash used his talents as a pickpocket to steal from anyone and everyone, including fellow criminals. Demise. His light fingers took him to an early grave when he tried to steal a treasure map from King Vike. He perished after King Vike removed his most prized asset, his hands. I feel like you can live from having your hands removed. I'm not reading all of these, but I'll read a couple of them. We've got Eagle Eye. It looks like just a dude in a cowboy hat. Oh, there's victim count too. Oh, and it shows you exactly which other skull. Okay, so tier 1 is guys that never killed nobody. They did nothing wrong. They just low-level criminals. Thieves. I can read. Danger level 1, thieves. Danger level 2, bounty hunters. Danger level 3, assassins. Danger level 4, masterminds. Okay. Alright, so in thieves, we started off with Hogwash, with his Eagle Eye, Gold Tooth, 2 mines. I have one of those, so we'll look at that one. Dirty Rat, that's this guy. You know what? Hold on. Let's go back through this. Hogwash, Eagle Eye, Gold Tooth, 2 mines. That's this guy. Then Dirty Rat. These 2. Wonder if I can get this to glow. You can kind of tell that it's glowing. Then Jaws. That's it for the thieves. King Vike. He's kind of cool. I like his big ginger beard. Oh, there's value points to him. That's the just put one on your fist and be like, look, I got the rarest one. I win again. Featherbone. There's that one. Okay, victims. He killed the cowboy guy. So, criminal history. An Indian witch doctor. Alright. What was the criminal history for 2 mines? True to his name, 2 mines was notorious for saying one thing and doing another. Dirty Rat. Infamous Dirty Rat committed many crimes, but was best known for his skill of forgery and fraud. Okay. Indian witch doctor, yeah. Try eyes. We have one of those, I think. A gold one. Nice. I've got the glow one checked off and not the gold one. I was a pretty dumb child. Criminal history, once loyal bodyguard to the Pharaoh, don't care anymore. 3-Face, I wonder why he's called that. Jackhammer, oh, he's cool, he's got a whole block of like cement on his head. That's concrete, baby. Tripjaw, very pit viper coated. What the hell's that? Tripjaw victim. Oh. Okay, interesting. He killed one of the masterminds. That's crazy. Ambitious dude. Go Hawk. Down here in Danger Level 3 Assassins. Razorbill. Wolfgang. Wolfgang is this one. Criminal history, a nocturnal predator and lone assassin. Wolfgang terrifies Skeleton Valley locals. Oh, lore drop. This is all based in some place called Skeleton Valley. Very creative. Megatooth. That's these 2 dudes right here. Megatooth, criminal history, teeth, and more teeth. Oh, put him right in jail. Previously employed as a chief executioner, he decided to become a hired assassin in Skeleton Valley instead. His victims were identified by Megatooth's bite marks. Okay. There's a lot to take in. Viper. Don't care. Lady Blade. Alright, this is the only overtly... whatever. A beautiful and irresistible assassin with razor-shaped blades for hair. Alright. Amphibio. Now we're down in Masterminds. Double Trouble. I always wanted that one because you got two. Pharaoh. I definitely know I had a couple of those ones. Professor Brain. Eliminator. That's these two. So these two are actually very in the grand scheme of this game, they are in the top 5 of rarity. No, they're not. The points are weird. They're in the top 10. This one is in the top 10. Okay, cool. This is the rarest one here, I suppose. What is this guy? Tri-Eye Gold. 12,000. Is this my only Mastermind? Yeah, this is the only Mastermind here. This is definitely the big one. Alright, neat. There's a little bit of sludge up here. I wonder what that is. Lord only knows. 90s sludge. Oh, wait, there would be a year on this. Copyright 2002. Alright, so they are old as frick. Neat. When I'm done with these here, they're going back in the bag, and they're going to disappear for another, like, 15 to 20 years. They're just going to go back into deep storage, and I'm going to be pleasantly surprised when I pull them out when I'm old. So in the meantime, I'm happy to share these little relics of 2000's history with you. These are neat. Like, I don't know what else to say. They're just neat. Nifty. So we've got 2 gold ones. 3, 4, 5 glowies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 black ones. I remember liking this one a lot. This one's neat. Come on, camera, new focal plane. Now that I'm older and I know a little bit more about the production arts, looking at these, I can really see, like, the hand-carved aspect to them, where some artists sat down and created a very rough, unpolished, handmade design for each and every one of these. And then they sent it off to the Rotocast company to have the 2 halves made, and then shipped those to probably some other province in China, and had some kids glue the 2 halves together, and then cast them in chalk and send them over here. I wonder what the asbestos to chalk parts per million was. It's probably pretty high. There's a whole lot of talk about, like, oh, 90s was the best, 90s kids, 90s remember. Actually, it might not. Even that might be, like, old people stuff now. I remember there was a time of 90s nostalgia But looking back, it was a poison time. I'm sure these are still rotting in landfills somewhere. I'm sad. Hopefully most of them got recycled into some kind of carcinogenic plastic bottles. Mega teeth. But hey, I didn't start DuPont. I don't run GE. Most likely neither did you. Can't hate yourself too much for having little bits of plastic and being a little consumerist piggy. Didn't know. That's the real horror. Halloween. Spooks, gremlins, goblins, ghosts. Warwood's spooky. People are freaky, dog. You see a big old pit of oil and go, ooh, I can turn that into things for children. The most unfair reductionist thing I think I've ever said. Men see tree and think that make good parking lot. They have all kinds of random markings all over them. This one says W. This one says K. This one says nothing on the stump of the neck. Nothing. 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 No random letters anywhere on this. It says Moose's Buried Skulls 5, Dirty Rat, and nothing else. It doesn't even say China on this one. That's so weird. Am I blind? What the hell? No, it doesn't say China on that. This one says China on the chin, nothing on the neck. Moose's Buried Skulls 9, whatever, don't care yet. That one's got all the things. K, China. Wolfgang. W, China, whatever. This one says China, no letter. Okay, I don't know. Trying to make tails out of heads. last thing we're going to do is look at them one by one up close before they go back in the bag. If it'll focus. No, you know what? I have a better idea, because that's going to be a pain in the butt. We can look that one up on eBay later. And then the money maker. Actually, no, that's the money maker. I just really like this one. They can sit up. I just haven't been doing that because the camera's kind of from above. It's kind of like at a this way angle. Alright, here we go. Last thing. This isn't for tingles, this is for fun. Bring down my studio light. Turn off the overhead. And let's see how brightly these glow. Neat. Let's set them up even better and really charge them. Alright, here we go. Happy Spooky Month, guys. Oh yeah. As always, thank you for visiting the outpost, and I'll see you out there.